Well, good morning. Happy Friday to you, lovely ladies and gentlemen. Steve Collins coming to you from beautiful, drizzly San Antonio, Texas, the second most powerful, passionate, purposeful coach and speaker in the world. I am so excited to be here with you today. Today, I want to share with you a little glimpse, a little insight, just a little peek, a sneak peek into the world of executive performance coaching and exactly what that is. A little peek. Not a lot, just a little peek. I'm going to give you a little taste of it this morning. This morning I want to discuss with you the power of pain for pushing past pansy preferences. Now, I know I may be judged for my choice of words, and that's okay. I am a student of words, and I use them with precision and accuracy. Did I say precision? I do them, but I just can't say them sometimes. I use them with precision and accuracy with an intended purpose of every word that I speak in hopes that it leaves a deposit in you, a seed, as it were, that will germinate as you ruminate, that will culminate in a transformation for you. So, the power of pain in pushing past pansy preferences. What do I mean by pansy preferences? What I mean is, everybody wants to be independently wealthy. Everybody wants to have enough, more than enough, to get by and help others. Everybody wants to be in great shape. Everybody wants to have a great relationship with those that they love. Everybody wants to parent well who's a parent. Everybody wants to have a sense that they are using their gifts and talents in service to other people and earning an income that they feel they deserve. Everybody wants good friends and good relationships. Everybody wants these things. These are desires of most people. But where the rubber meets the road, where the line is drawn, is the difference between those who desire these things and those who commit to the actions necessary to accomplish, achieve, and receive those things. And most people cannot do it on their own, even though they may know what to do. Most people do not give themselves enough pressure to perform. Most people cut themselves slack. I'm getting ready to go do orientation at Keller Williams Heritage here in San Antonio, the number one Keller Williams office in the entire world, out of over 800 offices. I think we're around 1,060 realtors now. Every 6 weeks we have a new group of people who come through to step into our world, and I get to be the first guy they speak with at orientation, and today's an orientation, and I will share with them that the biggest challenge of them getting into this business, when most of them say, well, the reason I'm getting in this business, I tell you why, because I won't have a boss, I won't have a schedule, I can do what I want, when I want, how I want, wherever I want, and can't nobody tell me nothing. Okay? And 6 months later, if they don't do what we say, I say, bruh, what happened to you? Well, I didn't have a boss. I didn't have a schedule. I got to do what I want, when I want, however I want, and can't nobody could tell me nothing, and I'm broke because I didn't do it. I get it. The desire is not the issue. It's the commitment. The desire is not the issue. It's the commitment. Many times people with big dreams and ambitions ask me, do you think my goals are too big? And I say, no goal has ever scared me yet. What gets my attention is a person's grit and commitment and willingness to commit to the daily activities over a period of time, being bad at something before they get good at it. I don't know if you have the grit to discipline yourself to execute those daily disciplines in order for you to accomplish your goal. Because if we begin with the end in mind, we see where you're headed, we can build a plan to get you there, and we lose most people on that path because when the good feelings, oh my gosh, I've been in real estate, the good feelings, I love houses, I love people. When that wanes and you've got to get up on days like this and go out and lead generate and have powerful conversations with people, you lose a lot of people when the feelings subside. You ever had the feeling of getting in shape? I'm going to get in shape, woo! Did you ever have the feeling, I'm going to treat the person I love great, woo! Did you ever have that feeling, today's going to be a great day with my teenagers, woo! Did you ever have that feeling? Can't really rely on them feelings now, can you? Because if your decision to take action is based on your feelings, it's going to disappear pretty daggum quick. And that's where executive performance coaching has come alongside many, many people to ensure that there is a relationship of accountability to insert just enough pain from time to time if the actions and activities are not executed. The pain of which would be greater than the pain of executing the activities. And see, the problem is your boss is a wuss. This is what I'm going to tell them this morning. I'm going to tell them the challenge is, now that you're self-employed, your boss is a wuss because your boss is you. And you will let yourself down again and again and again. You will not hold yourself accountable. Even my car agrees with it. Thank you, Mozzie. I'm going to tell you, you will let yourself down over and over and over and over again. You will judge yourself by your intentions, and you will judge others by their actions. You will not judge yourself by your actions, so you can live in the world of Deceptoland, believing that you're doing great because you thought about doing the stuff instead of actually doing the stuff. That relationship of accountability creates the space for one to be able to execute with consequences if not executed. In my coaching program and training the coaches that we just trained a couple of weeks ago, I think many were shocked to realize that we have a 3-strike policy in our coaching program. Oh, we don't mind earning what we earn when we assist you, and if you don't execute 3 times, you're out of the coaching program because you clearly are not ready. And that's okay. There's no judgment in that. What you've done is you've self-discovered that choosing to not take action and choosing to not grow is really where you're at, and that's okay. Someone's really got to be committed and ready to move forward if they're going to see great results. So the power of pain to push past pansy preferences is this. Everyone has a preference. And yet if there's not a strong commitment connected to the actions and activities that are required in order to obtain what you say, not what I say, what you say is important to you, then you really don't want it. It's just a preference. Does that make sense? So to move from preference to a commitment typically requires a relationship. It requires an investment. And so this week I leveraged a little bit of pain as a couple of examples. One gentleman in particular who is very competitive, and I know who he likes to compete with because they level up with one another. And the challenge was simply this: if you don't do this stuff this week, here's what I want you to do. Write a check to me for $1,000 made out to him for his marketing budget so he can go pay for some marketing to outsell you. So the pain of writing that check to his competitor colleague is greater than the pain of doing the commitments that were initiated. Now, could people do this on their own? Yes. Would they let themselves down? Of course they do. That's why the top performers on the planet at every level have one thing in common. Whether you're a singer, whether you're a dancer, whether you're a baseball player, whether you're a basketball player, whether you're a football player, whether you're a guitar player, a piano player, a singer, all of them have one thing in common. They have coaches. They have people who will hold them accountable to do the boring, mundane, daily activities required to help them reach their goal. Not your goal, not your agenda. Their goal, their agenda. So the leveraging of pain is a key component many times in assisting others in developing executive performance. What is executive performance, Steve Collins? That sounds like a bunch of big words. I'm glad you asked, Buck, and I'll tell you what it is. Executive performance is your ability to perform in any area of your life at a level of efficiency and effectiveness that maxes out your unique strengths for that particular thing. Most of you, are potential Ferraris that have never gotten out of third gear. You guys have never gotten out of third gear, and I'll tell you why. Because getting out of third gear is work. Getting out of third gear will scare you. Getting out of third gear will be a little freaky. Getting out of third gear will be a little uncomfortable. Getting out of third gear might take you faster than you want to go, farther than you want to go, and that can be scary. So how would you leverage the power of pain to push past your pansy preferences so that you can perform and execute consistently those daily actions and activities that would actually help you achieve your goal? Let me ask you a question as I end on this Friday. What if it took you 10 years to reach your perfect goal? What if it took you 10 years? Well, if the good Lord has given you that time to live, I've got news for you. You're going to be there one day anyway. Might as well suck it up, Buttercup. Get the work done now so that you can look back and have the feeling and the sense of accomplishment that comes from knowing that when you invested in you, you were actually investing in your closest relationships, in your children, in your family, everybody that knows you. Because as you level up, everyone in your world levels up. How many people are missing out on great opportunities because you've not made the decision to be the very best that you can be? The very best. How many people? Because they're there. I'm telling you, you're either moving onward and upward or you're moving downward and backward. There is no neutral ground. There's no neutral. Onward and upward or downward and backward. And you know that it's true. You feel it right in here, here, here. So I challenge you today, if any of you have thought about or considered or appreciate what you receive here in the morning, reach out, DM me. I have 15 coaches whose schedules we are filling to implement the powerful process that's been created in the last 4 years to help you accomplish your goals. Your goals. These are your goals. You want to know one of the greatest investments next to real estate? It's your head. It's your brain. Once you got it in there, can't nobody take it from you. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys have an awesome Friday. I appreciate spending time with you every morning.